What's up, guys? Had a chance to go home and do some laundry and spend a few minutes with Sarah, and she cooked me dinner and we hung out a bit because I've barely seen my baby in a month. So just want to give you an update. As far as I know, nothing's changed since I left earlier today, but the shunt surgery is scheduled for 10:30 tomorrow, or around 10:30 tomorrow. And what that is, it's called a VP shunt. I forgot what the P stands for, ventricular something shunt. Anyway, the tube goes into the ventricle, comes out of the skull, stays under the skin, runs down into the stomach area. There's actually this magnetic valve that sits in the head here somewhere, and they're able to adjust it without going into it. So that's the plan. She's still nauseated like crazy. Pain is kind of, it's still there. It's the pain is present, but it's not totally overtaking her. They're draining it off, and that seems to be subsiding somewhat. But she's still in kind of agony. She's very frustrated, and because she's just 100% all the time uncomfortable. I mean, she's almost frustrated and I would be too. She's frustrated to the point of like acting like a child, just aggravated and just agitated. Even in her good moments, she's still pretty agitated. It's easy to kind of set her off. So that's a constant thing. And it's wearing on me. It's hard to see my baby in that shape. But hopefully after tomorrow, we'll keep trending in the right direction and be well on our way to coming home. So, what else? Sorry if the screen's shaky. It's on a... Don't look at the screen. It's bumpy road. Houston roads stink. Thank you to everybody reaching out, just love and care and prayer cloths and that's awesome, guys. Thank you. Everybody's reached out. That's some kind words. It's so appreciated. I'm not really able to share a lot with her. I go to talking to her and trying to share some positive things with her. She gets agitated at me, and I have to stop. So I can't really share a lot of that stuff. A few of you guys are like, tell her I love her and this, and I do in the moment, but I don't think she remembers it right now. I think it's going to be after the fact. I'll just have to tell her the story of what's going on because she's not fully aware. She's never fully sober from pain meds and nausea medicine and everything else they're pumping in her. Some of her nausea they feel like maybe caused by the heavy antibiotics also. So once she kind of finishes off those antibiotics, maybe some of that will go away quickly as well. Anyway, that's about it. Tomorrow's the day, as long as nothing happens. They did call early. They did a blood test earlier, and her white blood cell count was down. I looked at the results myself when I left earlier, and but she had a low platelets. I didn't really know what that was. I had to look it up. Her platelets being low is basically her ability to clot. They have been giving her like a shot in her stomach every day because of that stroke. It's to keep her from having another one, basically. So I don't know what that means. They gave her something for platelets, after I left. So when I get back, I'll have to get the rest of that. I don't really know what's happening there, but it doesn't sound like it has stopped the surgery from happening. I think it's just something they could give her to boost them up. They weren't dramatically low. I think it's like 150,000 is like, if you get below 150,000 platelets per whatever parts per million, then it's considered low. Hers were like 84, and I did some Google searching. It looked like a critical level was like below 20,000, so she wasn't even close to that. So I don't know. the nurses are threatening to put me to work, put me on staff, because with her lumbar drain and like some of the things that's going on with her, I have to, every time we get a new nurse, they'll do turnover with the previous nurse, and then I'll finish the turnover with them, just correcting them, like, okay, you're getting this has got to be done a certain way. Like, most of them have to be like explained a little deeper, you know, and how to do the things. Like today's nurse was not great, unfortunately. All nurses are not created equal. Some of them are angels in disguise. They are absolutely amazing, and some of them are out for a paycheck, and it doesn't matter where or how great of the hospital or location, you're going to run into that. So FYI, just because you're at MD Anderson doesn't mean that everybody you encounter is going to be amazing. It's like Chick-fil-A. They're not all always going to have a good attitude. But yeah, so we've dealt with that. I think that's about it. I'm tired, mentally, spiritually, physically, all the way around. I'm tired, numb, sort of. Can't say numb. I'm not numb. It still hurts, the worry, but you know, God's in control. God's got it. I got to keep telling myself that. Keep looking at the positive. I keep talking to her about, you know, when this is over, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Trying to stay, you know, a positive mentality of making plans. You know, hey, we're going to do this, and hey, I got the camper, and we're going to go. I'm going to take you camping. I know you're not going to be around people, but you know, we've got a way to go enjoy, you know, outdoors, and you don't have to be in front of people, you know, all the time, so it makes it easy. That type of stuff. And she gets a little agitated with me, but she don't want to hear all of it, I guess, right now. But I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to her. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm looking past this moment, because and staying fixed and focused on something else. Because if I focus too much on what's happening around me, I swear to God, I'm just going to fall apart. So that's kind of how that's going. So, all right. So I've said so about 1,000 times in this video. Let me wrap it up. Surgery 10:30 tomorrow, and I'll give an update afterwards. So just pray that no more clots, no more problems, no surprises. Good, clean surgery done. Walk away with everything working as it should. No surprises. Pray for that. Love you.